Each new day is God's way of saying, one more time, go, make a difference, touch a heart, encourage a mind, inspire a soul, and enjoy the day. Good evening, everyone. I, on behalf of the Department of Commerce PG, take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Baba Gnanakumar P, Director, Consultancy and Corporate Training and Faculty of the School of Management. He is the speaker for today. We are delighted to have you, sir, in our presence, amidst us. Welcome, sir. I extend a warm welcome to Professor Madhu Dhruvakumar, Coordinator, Department of Commerce PG, and to my fellow colleagues, Dr. D.K. Murugeshan, Dr. Pushpa A, C.A. Bharati Ranade, and Dr. Akhil MP. We welcome all of you, dear faculty members. A hearty welcome to the participants of this FTP. They have been with us for the past 5 days and continues to be part of this program despite their busy schedule. The second year MCOM and MCOM FA students have joined with us. We cherish your presence, dear students. Last but not the least, I welcome the team, Ms. Litty, the MC, Mr. Jose, Ms. Gautami, and Mr. Rohit. Thank you. I remain.
Thank you, sir. We welcome you as well. The theme for today's session is Visibility of Research in Consultancy. And our resource person for the day is Dr. Baba Gnanakumar P. Dr. Baba Gnanakumar is the Director for Consultancy and Corporate Training and Faculty School of Management at Christo Jayanti College. A gold medalist in commerce received from then President K.R. Narayanan, Sir has also received awards for Best Research Paper from Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, Research Paper Award for the project on ICT-enabled SCM from IIT Delhi, AIMS International Award, and many more. Sir has published 60 plus research articles, presented 150 plus papers in various conferences, completed 25 research projects, and was trained by IIM Bangalore on leadership traits. He was a former principal of a private college in Coimbatore and an executive member in Association of Indian College Principals. Sir has received the Best Researcher in Social Science from IIT Delhi. He has presented 52 papers in IIM and IITs, published 30 articles in journals, and published 21 articles in edited books. So we are very happy to have you among us, and I now request you to take over the session.
Thank you. I'm starting the sharing. Whether you are able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once again, and thank you, the organizer, Madam Madhu Dhruvakumar, Coordinator for Commerce PG, the Program Coordinator, Dr. Cherian Thomas, faculty members of Commerce PG, my dear students from Commerce Department, and distinguished participants from different institutions. And this is my privilege to have a session on visibility of research in consultancy. And today's discussion is about 3 core areas of research. In other words, how the research is enabled to move towards the achieving the goal of consultancy. That is how the presentation has been planned. So my discussion with regarding to this area is how we can improve the visibility of our research work done. which will enable to become the consultant of industry. That is the core theme of this presentation. And in my view, the consultancy mean is well defined now, because all my presentation is based upon the research and it ends with consultancy. Since there is more confusion about what is the consultancy from academic education units, I am clearly telling how we are going to use the research to develop new models in the industry. That is the consultancy based upon the UGC guidelines. It clearly defines. If an academic person wish to go for consultancy, the meaning of consultancy is you can do a research, you can create a new business models, or you can create a new prototype, and this can be used in industry. Since it is going to be commercialized, till the commercialization stage, the faculty can get the revenue from the consultancy. Consultancy never means working in an organization like moonlighting or anything. It is simply means bringing your research output and getting your intellectual rights to gain the income. That is the consultancy. So all my presentation is purely based upon the meaning of consultancy in educational institution. So I set the agenda like that, which is essential for the visibility of the research. First part, we are going to discuss the research reach out. What type of reach out we need for a researcher to get the consultancy. It is simply an introduction. We are going to see some of the very, very important persons, historical events, how they gone through the consultancy. Second part, how we can brand our research to get the consultancy. Finally, the core thing, how the research will have the nice impact to get the research projects from outside our domain. So these are all the three important areas we are going to discuss today. The first part, before going to the first part, I have to once again emphasize on the meaning of research. For this purpose, research is creating a new knowledge. You have to understand that one. If you are creating for existing knowledge, it is not called research. The research means you have to create a new knowledge. If you know the answer for any question, it is not a research. If anybody doesn't know the answer, then it is called the research. Once you did a research like that, how we can take that research out? That is the question mark. How different personalities take their research out, first part we are going to discuss. Once again, be clear that we can do very good statistics for even 3,000 data for every day you can collect, and you can conclude that sun always rises in east. You may have a good statistical evidence, but what is the use of that one? Everybody knows that one. That is why I'm telling, when you want to go towards the consultancy, we need something new. If others are unable to find out the reason, then you are able to find out the reason. It is the research. Simple thing, if there is no answer for a question, there is need for research. That is why in research reach out, once you identified something new, it should go out. Your research should reach other peoples. Once it reaches the others, then only we are moving towards the next direction of getting the consultants. That is why we need a research reach out at present. In those days, it was not like that. You can do the research automatically through the newspapers. Everybody, they will carry the research output. Nowadays, it is not like that. We have to move the research output out to the entire world. That is the aim of the research output. You can see few examples here. You know about this person, Sundar Pichai. He clearly quoted this one as a leader. It is important to not just to see your own success, but focus on the success of others. If you consider the story of Sundar Pichai, when he started his career, he clearly identified the research inquisitive mind. He clearly knows what is the problem, but he mentioned that if your research is going to get benefited by others, then only it is useful. If others are not using your research output, it is not needed. That is why we need inquisitive mind. You should not see yourself. You should not argue that I did research according to me. Most of the researchers are like that. I have done a consumer survey among 100%. Around that 60% are male. So only male students are buying this product. It is, of course, not needed. What is the benefit of that one? Others are gaining. You can see the Sundar Pichai example. Even when you are studying, he used to give importance to how to solve the problem of others, not your own. If you know how to solve the problem of others, then definitely the research will have a high impact. That is why from the school standard, this person created a research mind. What created that? How the research reach out? Of course, he entered into IIT Kharagpur. Then, once his research created an impact among others, he got the nice fellowship. That too in Stanford University for doing MS. See that one. That is why I'm telling even to the students, whatever you are doing the project, it should move out. Here, Sundar Pichai did that one. That is why he got a nice fellowship. His father never contributed. Even one of the interview, his father clearly mentioned, I am not yearning to send him out. He himself is yearning because his research is focused on others. When he designated his research, he got this fellowship. Dear students and participants, you must understand. That is why now he is the CEO of Google. All the studies itself, he got full fellowship because of his inquisitive mind. He clearly mentioned, he didn't invent anything, but he was involved in active development for others. See that one, invention is different. It's not necessary that you have to invent something new. You have to do something for others with your inquisitiveness mind. That is how you have to reach your research output outside. That what he did. That is why he is considered as the CEO of Google. Most of our research is concerned with our. If I did research, I am telling I am able to use. What about the others? This is a very good example of how we have to reach out the research. Another good example of the Bansals of Flipkart. Now they are not the owners. They sold to Walmart. See that one. When they were studying in IIT Delhi, they created the concept how we can sell the product. They created a business model, but they were unable to do. They clearly know that their business model is for others. Once they started their job in Amazon, they know that, okay, Amazon is selling nicely. How to give competition to Amazon? Their inquisitive mind, when they were studying in IIT, helped them to get funds and they started Flipkart. Even at the end of the Flipkart, they made crore buddies. All their employees are converted into crore buddies. You must know, because of their inquisitiveness mind. One day, Walmart announced that it is going to take over Flipkart, and immediately Flipkart employees tendered their resignation. They told where we will go. But these Bansals told, don't worry, you are going to be crorepati tomorrow. How? Before taking over by the Walmart, within 24 hours, they converted their employees into shareholders. Next day, when the Walmart taken over, they have to pay to the shareholders. All the employees are said to be the owners and they become crorepati. See that one. They are not only good in research mind in their business when they started, but also in the closing of Flipkart and sales to Walmart. That is their business mind. That is the research. In any business, we have to do like that. Another nice example of the Sharad Babu. I think most of you know about him. He is said to be the Idli king everywhere. You can see he was having a nice dream. He started his studies in Bijbilani, then Ahmedabad. Then everybody is asking, why you are going to do Idli business? But he clearly told, you are a graduate from IIM Ahmedabad, you studied in Bijbilani, why you want to go for selling idlis? But this person, because of his inquisitiveness mind, identified a new model for exporting idlis to other countries. First, he started a small business of idli. Then he exported the same idlis to other countries. See that one? He did a small research. How far these idlis are beneficial to medical people? He done a small research. Finally, it helped him to grow his own business. If anybody is having any disease, you can have the idli as the food. He identified, maybe I don't know what is his mindset told. He discovered something. He produced his business model everywhere. And most of you does know, in his research project, he clearly mentioned he interviewed around 5,000 plus people and identified what are all the benefits of idlis. Everybody criticized, commented, he never worried. You are an IIM people, you are doing a research in idlis. What is the use of that work? But his research made reach out. See that one, how these people research help to others become. Another story of Bhavesh Agarwal. Same thing, IIT student. He wished to create a new model in business. Everywhere, everybody is suffering. Where he has to call the auto rickshaw or car, they won't come to their house. They will tell you have to come to this place. They will charge huge money. But this Bhavesh Agarwal was very clear. We have to solve this problem. Even he was thrown out of the cab when he was traveling to Bandipur. Then his research mind told, create a business model. What type of business model we can create? His research was done in Mumbai. See that one, he was from Haryana and Chandigarh. He worked in Bangalore, but he did a nice research in Mumbai. Among 200 cab drivers, they will speak Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati, and all the Indian languages. He did a survey and a nice model from those people. It was very difficult to convince these people. He knows very good in technology, but he doesn't know how he can market to the other people. But after his research, he clearly identified that his app can dominate everything. Even though he copied some of the things from Uber from UK, but his game is entirely different. How the technology has to play a role. He integrated the technology with the business, interdisciplinary research. He made that one success. You know, he clearly told communicating with 200 people is very difficult during his research period with his auto wallahs and cab drivers. They will speak different slang of Hindi, they speak Marathi, Kannada, Urdu, all those things. He studied all those things and made a research. Finally, the output says that we can have a new business model. He won that one. These are the few examples of how the research reach out has been made and become a very good people. The final example. The former Reserve Bank of India Governor, Raghuram Rajan. He is now at the Chicago Book School. See that one, how many research he made and how he changed the Indian RBI scenario by controlling the interest rate. He clearly told most of the governments are giving freebies to the people, especially to the agriculture. And every government is giving free to agriculture. Whether this agriculture free loans will benefit to the people and the country and to the economy, everybody criticized, even from other countries. He is from, actually from India, he is working in Chicago. His own friends criticized it. Why you are supporting Indians in which they are giving free agriculture loan to everyone? Whether it is a beneficial one, but you can see his business model and the research proved that even if you give agriculture loan at free of cost and waiving the agriculture loan, it will increase the GDP of the economy. He proved that one. He was the first person through his research proved that giving freebies will increase the GDP. And he proved that one, it will increase to the extent of 17%. We are giving freebies to agriculture, but you can see where this money is going. Find out the circulation of the money, where these agriculture people are spending. He identified each and every place, the money is circulating, finally how it contributes to the GDP. He proved that one because of that research. You can see his output comes everywhere. Even he mentioned about the secured credit. How far it has been proved. He mentioned in the Journal of Financial Economics. Go through that one. He nicely prepared everything. You can see his citation in Google Scholar, how many articles, how many citations are coming. This is called the research. It should benefit to somebody. And finally, it should increase our GDP. You can see his score in ResearchGate, how far he is. Even though he is in Chicago, he used to mention India. See that one, how the research is moving. That is why we have to go for a research reach out. That is why these people are now getting good income. For any consultancy from the academic side, these type of things are essential. At least as a faculty members, as a student, we have to make our research output like all the blogs. You can see the blogs. This is the World Economic Forum blogs. Designate your research. Somebody should understand your research and benefit. It is not for keeping as a book or dissertation inside the library. It should come out. Here you can see how the people are making the research outside. Another interesting thing, Asian Development Bank. Almost all the research done in the field of economics, commerce, management, finance, everything is there. We need a solution. If you identify, bring that one to outside. Here, how in Asian Development Block they created. If you read it, you will know clearly how we can decrease the pandemic effect nicely. Dear participants, try to understand whatever you are doing research. It should come everywhere. Recently, I have gone through the another university website. Instead of publishing the research topic, they mention how far the research will create an impact. This is from one of the famous university. And they mentioned, they created a blog for the researchers, and they mentioned how we can disseminate our research. You know about the metaverse marketing, how far it is coming, but in case of the one of the universities, now they are moving towards that one. That is the paradigm shift in research output. Change our mindset. You can see even in case of India, the government of India created Innovate India, but only few of the research findings from Indian academicians are reflecting here. Why? We identify that the research is only for me, not for others. That is the tendency. That is why even if I ask any one of the faculty, why you are not telling your research finding, don't sir, they will copy my research and they will publish somewhere else. Then what is the use? Your research should come out. Government itself is giving the way for that one. You can see social innovation. Whatever the research you are doing in commerce field, it should come. The output should come. Anyhow, you are not disclosing the secret. Social innovation. See that one. That is how we have to make our research. All the MCOM students are you are all doing project. What will be the output of the project? It is not should be in library. You have to bring your project output to the society, post it in your blog, keep it in the government website, join everything with the World Bank Forum. Your name will come. Your research will be disseminated. You will get a nice research score, which will move on to the next stage. See the Invest India concept. How the Invest India, they are asking the people, but you can see, even though 30,000 plus articles are there, but from the academic community, it is very, very less. Try to contribute. Even the University Grants Commission, they are giving the fellowship for the faculty members for this purpose. Do the research, bring your output, create an impact. Then only we are able to reach out to the next stage. That you can see Indian government, they are given a very good links. What are all the research sites? How many research you are getting the funding? From where you will get the funding? The National Portal of India has been created for the research. Why? Because we have to move to the next stage. Once your research output is nice, move on to the next level. Even for the students, the fellowships are available. You can see, even you can visit foreign countries everywhere. With the help of fellowship, you can complete your research. What Sundar Pichai did, I given a nice example of Sundar Pichai. Number of fellowship, you can see all these are relating to the commerce students. Alfred, American Indian graduate, Boren Fellowship, Fulbright Foreign Student Fellowship, IRT, Morgan Stanley, Orbis Investment. These people are giving the fellowship, provided your research idea should be good. You need not spend your money. You can do the research in others' money, and your research output will create a good impact for others. Very important thing. Your research finding should help others. Even you can see the example of the one of the Melbourne University, how they are doing. The students are involving in research, and the university itself is helping. That is how we have to move towards the research output. That is why reaching the research output is important. How we can move, we have discussed. Let us move on to the second part. If you want to have a research output, you have to brand your research. Without branding, research is waste. We have seen what are all the benefits of research in research reach out. Now you must know how you can brand. Only if you brand your research to others, others will know. This is marketing. Without marketing, there is nothing. Nowadays, without brand, nothing. Your name should come everywhere as an individual person. Even in recruitment, now they are asking, they are typing your name and Kristu Jayanti, whether your name is coming. That is why once you did your research, you are able to brand. There are a number of tools available for branding you. You can see that one. If you have to create a research profile, there are a number of tools available. We have seen the ResearchGate for faculty members. With one is available. Microsoft Research is available. It is very easy to enter into Microsoft Research. Promote into that one. Post your research finding. Either you are posting your publication or not. In Microsoft Research, in the blog, you can post in just 2 lines what you find out. You found out a nice thing. Post it in Microsoft Research blog. Everybody will see what you have done. Your visibility of your research will come. That is why Archid score number is there. It is a worldwide one. Scopus index we used to call nowadays. If you publish your material in a quality journal, you will get the Archid number. Use that one. Wherever in the blog, when you are identifying a new findings, mention your Archid number. You can brand. It will show the quality of your research, whether your research is quality or not. Without paying money, if you publish in Archid journals, in Scopus journals, definitely it will help. Another interesting thing, even in case of your LinkedIn, Mendeley, ResearchGate, academia, try to publish. The private network is ResearchGate. Try to publish. Microsoft Research is giving everything. Even if you publish Next Research, they are sponsoring. I think recently I came to know that 21 students in Bangalore, they got very good funding from Microsoft Research. Try to go towards that line instead of saying that I am going to publish focus by paying 20,000, 18,000. Waste. Wait, do a quality research and patent it. You can see that one. Social media is very important. Blog, create a blog, tutors, create a small abstract in video format, post it in YouTube, in Facebook, all the social media, try to boost up your thing. If you got the intellectual property rights, then it means that you are going to get the income. Before going to IPR, you have to publish. You must create an impact in social media, blogs, everywhere. Once you got the IPO, or till your lifelong, you will get income. That is the ultimate aim. Most of them tell that whether research will fetch any income. That is why I showed the Raghuram Rajan. You can see for Raghuram Rajan is having number of intellectual properties. Even he is not working, every year he used to get, in case of Indian currency, around 4.5 crores. See that one. But our mindset is not going towards that one. He is having such a huge intellectual things. That is the output. Try to go for high level. Wait, achieve. Once you achieved, you are in the safer side. That is the purpose of branding the research. You can see another example. Recently, I saw in the Invent India how far some of the research findings are reflecting. Try to brand yourself and create a blog or join with the Invent India, make yourself. This is a very good example of the Microsoft research blog. Every year they are conducting very big seminars. They are doing nice work from the Microsoft research. Join with them. Most of them are free. That is how you can disseminate the research. Then only we will go for the consultancy. Otherwise, nowadays it is very, very difficult to get the approval from the industry side. In my opinion, simple thing, your dissemination of your research will be done by this Microsoft research. Join with the Microsoft team. Post everything in the blog. Disseminate your research in number of conferences organized by Microsoft Research. Your research will move everywhere. You will get more citation. The output, next time if you publish, it will be acceptable. Another thing, if your research score is moving up automatically, you can move towards the IPR regime. You can get the solid income. Very important thing, you can go for the high-end consultancy also. That is why my suggestion is disseminate your research, brand your research. Once you branded your research nicely, you are able to move your research forward and your research score will improve. It will go for the next stage of consultancy. That is how the visibility will be created. So dear participants, now we will move on to the next stage. First stage, how we can take the research out. Second stage, how we can go for branding. Once these stages are successful, then we can go for research projects and getting the consultancy. Till then, you have to struggle. It is like achieving the break-even point. In my view, if you achieve the breaking point, the fixed cost or the research output, variable cost is the branding. I think as a commerce students, you know how we are calculating the break-even point. Without fixed cost and variable cost, we can't calculate. The sales is your research. Once you identify the break-even of all those things, definitely you will move towards the consultancy. Your research is able to visible in consultancy. The industry people will call you for the research. That is why in case of science stream, most of them are creating a nice prototype. Once the prototype has been created, then they are able to brand it in trade fairs, exhibitions everywhere. Automatically, they will get the IPR and they can earn. Most of the scientists from the academic institutions, they are doing like that. Still, I know some of the very big academicians, they got more than 10 intellectual property rights. They are not getting pension, but they are surviving still with their IPRs, royalty from that one. See that one. Likewise, very big consultancy work. If you got from the World Bank, UNESCO, UNDA, all these things, if you got any consultancy, it will for lifelong. You are said to be the trendsetter for others. That is why in the third stage, we are moving towards the consultancy. How we can get the consultancy? It is not only for faculty members, even for the students. We assume that students, there is no need for research output. But I told the example of Sundar Pichai. When he was studying in IIT itself, his research score was high. But remember that his research is important for others, not for him. He got a very good score. Because of that, he got the fellowship in Stanford. Same thing. Once your research is branded by you nicely, you are able to move towards the consultancy. Let us see the basic requirements for the consultancy once your research output is moving in the right direction. First criteria, I already informed all those things in the faculty meetings. Government projects and research-based consultancy. Anybody can get this one, provided your research is good. Either students or business people or academicians. Remember that in case of India, still, whatever you are doing, the consultancy based upon your research, it is fully exempted for tax. You need not pay tax. For that work, Government of India is encouraging you to do such type of research. And when you are applying this one, the expert opinion, say for example, if you are applying for UGC project or anywhere, the expert appraisal is only 60%. What about the remaining thing? 20% is your research perception, how your name is coming. They are now going through your blogs or anything in the social media. What is your research perception? That means your research score outside. Then your individual perception. That is essential. Once, if your project is having such much of weightage, you will get a nice consultancy. How your research perception is measured? I have given a simple example. Which area you are doing the research? First, put the name in Google, then your domain area, then your institution name. If your name comes immediately, and if your name appears in search for more than 5 times in 1 year, you will get 5 points. Simply speaking, if your name is appearing in Google in the beginning itself, it means your research perception has been increased. You need not go for Google Scholar or Scopus, nothing. Automatically, your research score is high. That means you are ready to go for consultancy. Like Sundar Pichai, he was first appointed as the consultant, then in the full-time basis. Same thing. See that one. But they are expecting what is your score in research. If you are a faculty member, here there are few examples. What is your score in Vidwan? That is why in case of research department, they are asking your Vidwan score. In case of academic people, your name should come under the Vidwan. Vidwan is the portal created by the central government. And what is your score? You can go up to 10. Then the e-government portal. That is another important thing. Whether you disseminate your research in the Government of India portal, government is running citizen engagement portal, Invest India, Invent India. All these are all provided by government. But whether you are posted, then only it is having perception. Most of them fail to do that one. I don't know why. You have to increase your perception. We are all Indians. As an Indian, we have to contribute. How we can contribute? How far our output is dominated in the citizen engagement portal, Invest India, or Innovate India, My Government portal. See that one. Try to involve along with the government agency. That is the thing. Then another thing, whatever the money you are receiving, should from the PFMS portal. Government introduced that one. Then the perception in media. They are expecting a good perception in media, social media, of course. Your name should come in the Google Scholar. Likewise, your name should appear everywhere if anybody wishes to go through that domain. In other words, nowadays softwares are there. That is, we used to call it as sentiment analysis portals are there. And the search engine optimization is there. All these things should come forward to propose you to do the consultancy. Previously, somebody should propose. Now, nothing. Your social media should propose your name. That is needed. That is how we have to improve our individual perception. Once if you are able to do, then definitely we can move towards the consultancy. This is a very good thing. I told the PFMS portal, My Government portal. Try to involve in all the government portal to get the search funding from the government. What we have to do to get the consultancy from the international agencies. If you want to get the consultancy from international agency, most of them are equivalent to 50-50%. That means 50% they are expecting from the perception. 50% that industry will see whether your research is contributing to the particular industry. Remaining 50% is your perception. How far you are contributing in the global level, whether your name is coming under World Economic Forum, UNESCO block, Asian development. There are a number of research agencies. there. Whether you are joined, whether your name is appearing in any one of the blogs of the international agencies, make that one. Everybody can do. Even a small search, you can post it that one. Try to post, your visibility will come. You can see how the international agency visibility is coming, your ResearchGate score. Now itself you can enroll your name, everything in ResearchGate. Of course, if you want to move towards the global level, ResearchGate is the highest one. Your citation. How many of you are referring your research? Your blog, perception from research funding agencies. In other words, it means whether you got any fellowship for your research work. If you are doing along with your fellowship, automatically the perception score will improve. That is how the people are creating the perception. There are a number of international research funding agencies, starting from each and every academic group. London Business School is having, Harvard Business School is having, Stanford is having, Georgia Tech is having, Europe, that is European Union is having, in Australia, Sydney University is having, Singapore National University of Singapore is having, and all the government agency created the blogs. Try to post. Everything is free. Once your perception start increasing, there is no need for applying anywhere. The consultancy project in your domain area will come to you. That is how most of the consultant and they are identifying the perception. In case of private agencies, your acceptance level is perception only speaks. Only 80% they will speak. 20% only they will go to your report. And your perception will be measured by the software. Immediately when you are sending your proposal, they are asking your name only. And immediately they will tell whether your proposal will accept or not. See that one. They created their nice analytics like Google Analytics. Now more software is there. Post your name there. It will tell clearly what is your score in research area, what is your score in academic side, what is your score in social media. It will tell. Most of the private agencies for taking consultancy work, even now for recruitment also, they are seeing that one, including if you want to go for the high position level in GUI, PwC, everywhere they are seeking for the research. For that, the salary will be huge. That is why my suggestion, try to improve your perception. Once all these things went on well, you can go for the IPR filing. Now the government introduced the Kapila program. Whatever you are filing through the Kapila program, the entire fee you are paying for getting the IPR is fully exempted and returned back to you. And you must know that one. The government introduced the Kapila program, that is Kalam program for IP literacy and awareness. Under this program, once your research is having a good dissemination, and if your research perception is high, then under this Kapila scheme, you can go for IPR filing. The entire amount you are paying for filing your research work under IPR is fully redeemed from this scheme of Government of India. See that one. That is why my suggestion for the students, faculty members, and even if you are from academic side, go for research arm. reach out, brand your research, increase your perception. Definitely, you are able to get through the consulting, not only for consulting project, even the research desk of any organization. In case of Reserve Bank of India, you know how much they are paying for the research work. Minimum salary is equivalent to the civil servants there. See that one. Students can aim for high level. That is how we can benefit with our research. So with this, I am going to conclude my topic. So final conclusion, contribute your research ideas. Have a research out. Brand yourself. Achieve the vision to get through this project. Even your mission will be achieved through lifelong. It is not for one day. It is not for short term. It is for long term. With this, I conclude my speech. Any queries? I think we are having another 4 minutes. You can ask any queries.
Thank you, sir, for the enriching talk. Now the
Okay.
floor is open for questions. Participants, if you have any questions, you can park your questions in the chat box. Meanwhile, the feedback link is being circulated. Kindly fill the feedback form.
Yes, students can also ask questions, even for your fellowship. KJC student, for even for your further study, you can go for fellowship. You can know our office just next to our placement room. If you want to go for fellowship, if your research project is good, you can get different fellowship. Yes, students, you can ask, even participants, you can ask.
So now I'm moving on to the last section. There is the vote of thanks. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul, said Henry Ward Beecher. I, on behalf of the Department of Commerce PG, take this opportunity to thank our principal, Reverend Father Dr. Augustine George, and the management team in absentia for their visionary leadership. We also thank Dr. Aloysius Edward, Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management in absentia for his support and timely advices. I thank Dr. Baba Gnanakumar P, Director, Consultancy and Corporate Training, and faculty of the School of Management, Christu Jayanti College, Bangalore, for his encouraging talk.
Thank
Mahatma
you.
Gandhi once said, The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Sir, it was good to see that you had turned consultancy and research into service to others. Sir, your session was an eye-opener for all of us. We thank you for joining us. I thank Professor Madhu Dhruvakumar, Coordinator, Department of Commerce PG, for her benevolent support and guidance. The ever-present faculty members of the Department of Commerce PG, my fellow colleagues, Dr. T.K. Murugesan, Dr. Pushpa A, C.A. Bharati Ranade, and Dr. Akhil MP have added glitter to this program. The participants of this FTP are the major highlights of today's program. We personally thank each one of you for showing the interest to be a part of this program. The second year MCOM and MCOM FA students have joined with us. We cherish your presence, dear students. Last but not the least, I thank our student coordinators, Ms. Letty, the MC, Mr. Jose, Ms. Gautami, and Mr. Rohit for their untiring efforts. I also place on record the technical team, Mr. Rajit and Mr. Amir, who have enabled us to conduct this program via Zoom. With this, I remain. Thank you.
I thank everyone for joining today's session today. Requesting you all to join tomorrow's session between 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. on the theme Industry 4.0 with the same link. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Babasa, for joining us.